Hello and welcome to Game Spoils. I'm still playing Landmark, still building, still have my shed. You might have noticed I've added some tools. It's because I now have the smooth tool. You'll see why in a moment. Because I've been... yes, I've been experimenting with the building tools and trying to figure out what exactly I want to do here. In fact, this is probably about my 5th or 6th attempt at building this particular piece. My plan, so much as it is basically to have a drum tower here. This is going to be the center point. Not here. I had it off center last time I tried to film this. That's why that's grass. I just felt like sharing my pain. And so it's going to be a round tower that reaches up a good ways and then converts into a square top with some ornate stuff going on. I don't know what kind of ornate stuff because I don't know what kind of ornate stuff I can actually pull off just yet. And then attached to the tower are going to be two lower buildings. So like a wing that goes over here and a wing that goes over here into this cliff face. This one will be taller, this one will be shorter. Not entirely sure what design they're going to have yet, but these are going to be mostly wood, and the tower is going to be this polished granite texture, which... it's a little hard to tell exactly because it's freaking nighttime, and nighttime lasts forever, but odds are it will be daylight by the time I finish this because it's going to take a little while. I've been preparing. I have a ton of stone. I'm not even sure if this is enough, though. Main thing is, it's actually really hard to make a cylinder in this right now. So what I'm going to do is show you how to... well, I'm basically just going to build the shell of this tower. And to start off, I'm going to show you a few tricks that I've figured out. For one thing, I discovered that you can fill. So, like, if you drag out a block here like this, if you grab your add tool and you just click, it fills it with whatever material you have selected. However, that is not the best way to build this particular tower. However, it does make building walls. Is there a redo? I undid my guideline. Rats are fracking. Every time. Seriously. Something happens every single time. I'm just going with it here. Another nice thing is, if you notice... it gives you a measurement, so you can use this thing as a yardstick. Each of these arms is 15 voxels, so that makes it really kind of nice. Also, if you're using the fill tool, it acts as a block replacer. Used like that. Anyway, the easiest way to build up that I've found is, well, this way, which I will show you. First thing you do is you just use your add tool. Make sure that you have the correct material. I personally like the polished granite because I want it to be kind of a shiny tower. And I'm doing this in first person just because I have more consistent with it. But I'll zoom out just so you can see what's going on. Whenever you place a block underneath your character, you get moved to the top of it. However, if you try to build from that perspective, you tend to shift it. So the best thing to do, I find, is to hold shift and the scroll wheel to zoom in. And then not fall off. Oof. Because if you're in this view... well, that's why it's looking weird. Okay. Yeah, if you're in first-person view, you can actually look straight down. And now you can just bang them down. So we just drag this up to the height that you want the tower to be. Plenty of room still, so I'm going to go up a little higher. I want to convert this into either a larger circle or a square. I haven't decided. To top it off. Because a lot of people are actually building... oh, somebody's running around down there. They must be using my... yep, they're using my crafting station. Go for it. Yeah, but I want this to be pretty high because I have a lot of height in my claim here. That feels about right. Yeah, I know that castle back there looks awesome in the distance. I mean, we have stuff appearing across the map. Let me get rid of this. Like over here, we got this little castle. Somebody's building over here. There's another person working on a tower over there. The nice thing about the 3D map is you can actually kind of get a look at some of the stuff on the map here. I don't know how they pulled this off. Having this claim almost directly next to this one. Didn't think the system would allow that. But they're happening all over the place. Anybody who's playing on this, if you need crafting stations, by the way, you want to, if you pop onto this map, there is one here. I believe it's here. It might be over here. It's somewhere right near here. Somebody's got maxed out crafting stations. It's really, really kind of nice. But anyway, enough looking at the map. So this is roughly how tall I want to make this particular drum tower. So what we do is we put down this, because we're going to be copying the post. And the easiest way I found to do that is to drag out a little wing so that when you fall down, you have something to click on. Makes it nice and easy, since if you mouse over the sides of the select tool, you get these blue indicators. And if you grab that side, you can only move it up and down. It just stretches it. Which is exactly what I want in that case, because I don't want to... if you grab the corners, you end up potentially distorting the shape. Oh, damn it. And then stuff like that happens, which can be a bit of a thing. Alright, we're doing this the fun way. To the top of the Tower of Stone. Really wish that you could angle that camera just a little bit further. You can look up just fine. It's looking down that has issues. No, I don't want to drag it. Oh, screw it. Just redo it this way. Now, you see, that's where things can get really kind of strange with this setup. I mean, like, I don't even know how I pulled that off. It's like, how did I get it to that side? I don't know. There's some perspective issues with some of the tools. Pretty much you can work around them. And I'm sure they'll make some adjustments as things go forward. But for now, yeah, you just kind of have to deal with it. In this case, it actually kind of helped because it's almost all the way down to the ground here. All right, perfect. Now let's not click in the wrong spot this time. And there we go. So that's our post, and it's the height that we want it to be. So you will copy that post, and we'll be using the paste to start slapping down. What the heck is going on there? we have all of these really sharp corners, and we want to smooth them out. And there's a couple of options, and I will show you what I tried to do, and then I will show you what I ended up deciding is the best option. I'm gonna equip my light stone, see if that helps. I have double of these. It's kind of nice when I'm gathering stone. Oh, that actually helps. Since I can now actually see what I'm doing here. Good. Kind of an important thing. So my first thought was we have these angle pieces, right? These guys. So if I were to... that's not the right way. Do like so. And use this to round out the corners. I mean, that would make it look fine, wouldn't it? Well, it would if... why is my tool not snapping properly? This is really starting to drive me nuts. And it's like, yeah, I mean, that looks right, right? Well, the problem is, it's like, it works just fine for this portion here, where everything's very, where it's just like a gap of one, because I want that to be smooth anyway. And I'll be using that through there. But if you come over here, and you try to do that, what you end up with is this very lumpy... Why? What is wrong with this thing? But yeah, if you do this, you end up with this, like, it's not, doesn't look like a circle. It looks like you've got a freaking lumpy thing. That doesn't quite work out. Not the way that I want it to look. So what I ended up discovering, and this is why I went through the trouble of getting it, is that the smooth tool is kind of useful. It's like, if you sit here and you use it on this sharp angle, it kind of smooths it out, but not really. Fortunately, you can undo stuff. But what I discovered is if you go with the small bush here, and if we do something like this, so if we make, say, a thickness like here, and then something like here. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes here. Now, it looks a little better, but it's still jagged. But if you hit this with the smooth tool, it actually smooths out into something that is pretty flat. So if I get rid of that marker and we smooth it out, I mean, look, see, it actually makes it look rounded. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to be creating a panel like that for these two pieces, and I'm going to do the flat pieces there. And it will look like a somewhat slightly rounded, somewhat low polygon cylinder, but it will look like a cylinder. So I need to undo my smoothing and placing of those so that I can do this correctly. Now it's time for me to just accelerate the crap out of things, because otherwise we will be here all day. So, excuse me while I get this portion done. And there you have it. It's not perfect by any stretch. I mean, you can still see the lumpiness here. You can sit here and smooth and smooth and smooth and smooth, and it gets a little better with each time. But there's only so much that you can do. And so until I can get my hands on the actual angle tool, like the one that they show in the intro, where you can directly control exactly how steep the angle is. This is the best that I can do. I'm not even sure if that tool's available yet. I can't make it yet. But then again, I have a few tiers of tools left to actually make. But for now, this is the best that I've been able to figure out how to make myself a cylinder. And it actually works fairly well. If you want to make the, let's see if I come all the way up here. I'm not too concerned about the inside being round, since primarily I'll be the one who sees the inside. And I'm sure the exact same thing will work on the inside, but I just don't see it as a priority. Another option is to actually select the entire thing and smooth it using the selection tool, which is doable, but yeah, just feels like you get more control. Now over here, I still haven't done this yet, so what I am ultimately going to do is, well, take advantage of the copy tool. There we go, finally. Some of this stuff can just be a little bit squirrely with the controls. Part of it's me still trying to figure them out, and part of it's, that's just being strange. So, now that we have ourselves one side of the tower, we now just need to copy the circle and spin it around. Did I screw this up? No, that looks right. Then why am I off here? Oh, fuck it. I don't care anymore. Let's see if we can get this to work. Alright, let's paste you. I'm 40,000 stones short of being able to finish my tower. I'm not even sure if it's going to line up properly. This whole concept has been nothing but trouble, seriously. But we are getting there. What happened here? That's not supposed to be there. That's supposed to be smoothed. Is that only there? No, there's a gap. Oh. That's why I'm having trouble. That's right, that's right. Yeah. Once you've started smoothing things, things can get a little strange on the where it wants to attach front. So we want our tool here, and we want to actually pull it in one. We don't want to go to the edges. We want to go just shy of the edges. So let's try this again, hopefully with less fail. Need 18,000 stone, have 936. I don't think I have any spare. Nope. So I need to go gather a bit more stone before we can wrap this up. So bear with me for a moment. Alright, that should be enough stone. Let me tell you, I'm really glad that the land heals itself. Otherwise, the entire surface of the planet would look like this in the game. I mean, the digging's awesome, but... whew. Everybody strip mines. It would be awful. Alright, let's see. Do I have enough to finish this up? Oh, Jesus, I'm not even close. Is it enough? need another 8,000. Nuts to that. I do want to do something. I mean, like, you notice down here how it's like fusing with the slab? Really would rather it didn't do that. So let's trim the bottom off. Which doesn't appear to have any effect, so I guess that doesn't matter. What I will do is cut a piece off the top, though, because it's not smooth, and I'm going to be building up there. Or it's trying to attach something to the top. And it's probably best if I remove the rounded bits here. Also, that should get me just a bit of stone. You know, so maybe I don't have to spend all night harvesting stone. Would be nice. There we go. Just need to pop over here. I'm going to need a ton of stone anyway, but I'm a recording. I want to finish this. Yeah, so that gives me a smooth surface to work off of. And also an interesting place to attach my tower top. That puts me at... give me 2,000. That's not enough, though. 3,000. 38,064. Currently at 32,090. Oh well. There we go. There we go. If that's not enough stone, I am just going to go to bed. Because, sheesh. So, if we paste this down, like so. How the hell did that happen? It's not even the right direction. Oh, I didn't hook shot the ground. No, no, there. Boom. And then I turned, and then it went haywire. What? Well, that's just an interesting bug. I'll have to report that one. What the hell? That's not supposed to be doing that. I'm just going to try rotating it and see if I can get this to paste correctly. No, don't. Well, what a pain in the butt that is. So, following that logic, if I line it up like so, and then rotate it, and then paste it, We end up... Okay, so something weird's going on with the tool. So... I think... if we line it up like so... Let me go back one. Then that... Ah, so close. So close. This is just strange. I should probably reboot the game because things are getting progressively odder. There. That's lined up. So we rotate and then place. And then it rotates for some reason. And... close enough. Close enough. What if it's off on the other side? And that basically gives us our cylinder. Be a little easier if that thing hadn't been bugging out. The only problem with this is the tower is very, very boring. It exists. It's got a couple of seams, which I'll patch after I've had the chance to farm up a little bit more stone. But it's very plain. It's all one texture. And we don't have the wing walls in place yet. So next video, we will put the top on the tower, and we will rough out these side walls. Since those are going to be square, it's going to be a little bit easier to do. At least it should be a little bit easier to do. We shall see. This game seems to have a habit of trying to surprise me about that sort of thing. Yeah, definitely bugged. I can hear them, but I can't see them. I'll see if I can fix this little offset later. But for now... yeah, I'll just repaste one of these. That's okay. But thank you for watching, and hopefully this was at least somewhat informative. Until next time.